Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, let's see if we can make some progress in the exclusive series featuring Bugatti La Voiture Noire that I've already posted the overview for this series the other day. So if you're interested in finding out about the, upgrade costs associated, types of rewards and events that you expect to see in this series, check out that video. I'll have the link to the video in the description box below. But for this one, let's see if we can get all the short events done in this sort of an inaugural video here for the series. So I'm talking autocrosses, drag races, and speed snaps. So that will be total of 12 events. So that's not quite 25% complete, but at least that's a solid start. So, and of course, the first 25% completion will require completion of 14 events. So you need two more. So that we can do that with another set of events. Yeah, and it pays out whopping 13 gold for that effort. Anyway, here we go. Starting with Tier 1 Autocross Red Bull Ring. And this one's taking place at the National Circuit. 26 seconds and change is the target to beat. So let's see how we fare. And here we go. So that's of course the very first corner for this autocross. And considering it's the very first event, I expect, the target to be relatively manageable, and it sure is, as we come in well under the target time. All right. So considering these are all very, very short events, yeah, payout isn't going to be, like race payout isn't going to be all that impressive, as you know. But that's okay. That's not what we're here for. Here for making some of that progression in this series. So let's see. Maybe let me do all the autocrosses first. So next autocross, Tier 4 at Hockenheim Grand Prix. Let's see what kind of target time we gotta beat. 27. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Wild guess, but with the car of this caliber, that's what I would expect. 30 is about average, I think, for the cars in the game. So this car coming out with the higher PR than average. Right, so you knock off a couple of seconds, and then you get 27 and change, closer to 28. Since, I already know the sector of the circuit this autocross takes place. Once again, with possibly a second or two to spare at the end. All right, so that is good enough for the second gold trophy here. And maybe 2.5 service bars taken out so far. So I guess we'll see how many service bars this group of events really take out, right? And then the third instance of autocross, we'll find it in Tier 7. Mount Panorama. So this is the hill climb, right? So 48, 50, 50. 48. I was right the first time. I was thinking maybe the, bots will be a little bit more generous. But yeah, 48 seconds seems fair for this car. Right. Yeah, I haven't really raced this car much since I won it. So through the flashback event. I was like, oh yeah, it's a decent car, isn't it? And I paid a lot for it. So I was like, oh yeah, we should probably take it out for a spin more often than just letting it sit in the garage collecting dust. And if you run it clean, apparently you can wrap it up closer to 40 seconds. Look at that. You know, I was kind of taking my time at the end there. Don't want to overdo it, you know. But anyway, that is trophy number 3, about 4.5 service bars taken out. All right. Up next, tier 9. We got the next second to last autocross in this series. This one at Laguna Seca. Let's see. It's got to be around like 24 seconds maybe for this one. 26? 26. How do I know this? As I said, this is kind of going based on the, like, you have sort of an average time for each autocross. You know, if you play this game enough times, you kind of get a sense of about what the game expects your car can do, right? And then, you know, so if you race a bunch of different cars, you get a sense of average time that different, you know, events kind of expect you to be able to pull off, right? So that you can kind of start to put things together that from that point on. So, all right. So that is second to last autocross. Once again, with a couple of seconds to spare, now we are solidly out of 6 service bars, so pretty quick here. And then the last autocross in this series, of course, you find it in tier 16. So let's head on over there. And it's going to be at Red Bull Ring again, but this time in the Grand Prix circuit layout. So this one, we start right before that second corner at the sort of a top of the hill, if you want to call that. I mean, there's a bit of a inclination here, right? I guess this one goes down. Okay, so the speed snap starts on top. This one starts on the, like, exit of it right there. Right, so we're starting a little bit further on the circuit. Early braking because it's a downhill and a pretty sharp corner. This one, I probably could have waited a little bit longer before braking, but you know what I say. Early braking is a lot more forgiving than late braking. All right, another gold trophy to wrap up all autocross events in this series. 5 gold trophies. That is 33 seconds and change. All right. And that's a little less than a quarter of the service bars taken out. So let's head on over now to, I guess we'll do the drag race next. Drag races. So first one in tier 9. So this one at Catalunya Grand Prix. I mean, it's a drag race, so it is what it is. You just have to focus on getting a nice, clean launch, right? So first set of drag races when you first start the game, as in like, you know, quit the game completely and restart. They always go on a, you know, certain interval, right? So the first one is a long count, like by 3 seconds, like 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, and go, right? I was a little bit off there, but considering the first drag race event. They do take it easy on you. All right. And that is the black car that is orange. Okay. Orange, as they would say, right? Okay, and this is a 2, 1, 2, and go, right? So a little bit quicker launch. And the next one is even gonna be quicker launch. All right, so 2 down, 1 more to go to wrap up the first instance of drag race of the black cars. All right, so this is a quicker launch. 2, 3, 1, then go. And there we go. All right. So that will do it for the first half of drag races, right, in this series, since there are just 2, which is fine. Not a huge fan of drag races, but they do get us to those completion rewards a bit quicker, so it's okay. Alright, and the other instance of drag race, you'll find it in tier 18, this one at the Brickyard road course. Here we go. And let's see, the 4th drag race, basically, since I've already done 3 from previous tier, right? So this is considered the 4th one. I think this is another quick one, if I remember correctly, and it goes like super long. So yeah, this is where things get a little I don't remember as clearly, but we'll make it through without too much struggle, I hope. And yeah, so a little bit quicker. So once again, it's more like a 1 count, 1 extra second count. And all right, so 2 more to go, and this time it is green. So what, vert? I think it's green in French, right? La Voiture verte. Not so much noir, is it now? And very lengthy. Oh, that was perfect. 2nd to 3rd gear shift. And then slow on the last one though. But doesn't really matter. And the final drag race of the series. Let's see. Yeah, how quickly do we launch on this one? I couldn't tell you. I'll just have to pay attention to it, I guess. Yeah, the 2nd to 3rd gear shift always late. There we go. Wow, that got a little bit closer, didn't it? All right. So that'll do it for drag races. Get those out of the way. And let's continue on. And up, so that brings us to 12% completion. And then we'll get the speed snaps in here. That'll be additional 5 gold trophies. So that should bring me to like 23% or 22% completion, I think. So first instance, we find it in tier 3. This one taking place at Spa. So here we go. 300 kph and change. 300.4, I think is what it said. All right. And off we go at the exit of Le Con into Brussels. And we exit through No Name corner. And that's the key here. Yep, 311 or something along that line. Pretty quick gold trophy there. Pick up a few fame points for the effort. All right. So that is what, gold trophy number 8. Let's continue on. All right. So next instance of Speed Snap, you find it in Tier 6. All right. This one at Le Mans 24-hour circuit. So this is, of course, the first Mulsanne straight. How you enter, right? And should have a pretty high target speed, I expect. Yeah, 355. And this car, I don't think you can go flat out from the beginning. There are certain grippier cars that can take this pretty much flat out from beginning till the checkpoint. But not with this guy, because acceleration is just too much. You know, and the top speed is way, yeah. And it doesn't quite have the enough grip to compensate for or hold the car at such speed. But once again, 359 I think is what I was at when I passed the checkpoint there. Yep. Close enough. All right. Once again, pick up a few fame points. Let's continue on. We're about halfway down those service bars now. All right, so 2 down, 3 more to go, and third instance of the Speed Snap, you find it in Tier 11. This one at Laguna Seca, under that half tire bridge, right? 238.6 is the target to beat. So the first 2 corners that we start behind really is irrelevant in this event, because it really comes down to the next corner and only that one. So this part really doesn't make any difference. So you can just take your time there, and then it's going to be from here on out. Right, so this corner is the key. If you go off track and skid, that's what's gonna happen. So gotta keep those wheels on the tarmac there. Will that bring down the target speed? Well, let's find out, because I didn't even land anywhere near the podium. Yeah, it does. Have mercy on me, right? Okay, well, really won't make that big of a difference. You still have to keep those wheels on the tarmac here. And that was a pretty conservative line, but it's easily over the target now. So yeah, 248.85, that's a bit of an overkill with the target that we just got. Both instances, right? Even with the first time fail. Didn't need to push as hard, because that was a very conservative line. Still managed to get way above the target. Anyway, good enough for the speed snap number 3, right? So 2 more to go here. We're 18% complete now. Next one, you find it in tier 14. This one, you can see Monza Junior course typically have a pretty low speed target on this one. This comes right after one of the harder corners. So yeah, 174 and change. So for this car, it's gonna hit those first 200 kph in a blink of an eye, I feel like. It's a Bugatti, you know. The acceleration and top speed is not never an issue with Bugatti, right? Or like Hennessy. The grip and braking is always the key thing to watch out for. Yeah, 190 and change, I think is what I passed that with. 191, close enough. All right, so that is another gold trophy on the shelf, since trophies you don't typically carry around in your back pocket, I guess. And we are almost using up the entirety of the extra bonus service bars. Okay, so that was the tier 14 speed snap, so that leaves us with the one final speed snap in tier 20. This one at Daytona Motorcycle Course. So this one's, I think, at the beginning, like corner 3 is, I think, what it's about. So, surprise! I think this is one of the shorter ones. Although that might be road course, I might be confusing the two. Nope, I was right. This is the one that takes place at the earlier part of the sector. So yeah, it's after you get into the interior sector, and I just have to. I guess this is technically a corner, right? Although we typically go flat out, just straight through, right? And this hairpin is really what they're testing you on. And 274, 273, 274, almost 275. All right. That is another victory. Right, and we still have that extra bonus service bar still intact. So yeah, quickly making through some early completions, right? So that takes care of all under a lap events, right? So we're talking, assuming that endurance, you go more than a lap. If you're racing, if you're training bots, and if you're only facing against flag bots, yes, you can have your target distance. I think the shortest distance that you get down to is like 1.7 kilometers. It's like about a mile, 1.1 mile maybe, which most circuits are longer than that. So yeah, then you can have under a lap event there for endurance. And I guess if you're being really aggressive with blocking, being a roadblock in eliminations, then sure, you can make that shorter than a lap as well. But the bots have gotten smarter nowadays. So anyway, with those 12 trophies won, we are 22% complete to get started on this exclusive series. So stay tuned for more playthrough of Real Racing 3 content here. And yeah, for now, but that'll do it for this video. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.